Hey, so I'm 17M and she's 16F. We have had a really long relationship for about a year and a month, and it all come to a stop when we had an argument, and it caused a lot of thinking. What happened was my house had recently that morning been egged, and what I thought at the time burgled. So I was very stressed. I decided I was going to go see my girlfriend to try cheer me up, and her family where there we don't have a great history, due to me not being able to hear tones very well. So sometimes I can come off a bit rude when I'm not meaning to. I walked through the door, and everyone could tell I was stressed, and then my ex-girlfriend's brother told me it would be all right, so I just ignored it and went to go outside, and when I was walking out into the garden my ex-girlfriend asked if I needed this lead, and I obviously stressed and didn't know what to think at the time spoke over her, and said, no, don't worry. And I get that was rude, but I meant for it to sound like I was a little fed up after some time of me being outside. I then come back indoors, and everyone looked normal, so I walked upstairs. My ex-girlfriend followed, and then told me I needed to leave due to her mom saying I need to leave, and I said I couldn't due to my e-bike being dead, and nowhere to go, so I had a mental breakdown. After some time I calmed down, and my ex-girlfriend heard them make comments about how she deserved better and other little comments that were uncalled for, but then her brother was messaging her telling her I need to leave, and I wasn't sure what to do because I didn't want to go downstairs and let them know I had been crying out of stress, and then she decided she would go talk to them, and her mom made a comment saying how I need mental help and that she's tried her best to help me. I'm not sure what she has tried to help with. But then the siblings left and we was waiting for my bike to charge, and we decided that was going to go to her grandma's house for the night and that we would talk about our relationship and what to do in the future. Fast forward to when we got there, we had to talk about how maybe we should break up and maybe retry our relationship in 3 to 4 months due to her parents taking a sudden disliking to me, and she was very sad. And so was I, but we carried on talking and we said we should think about it. So after I decided I'm going to play some video games with my online friends, and I explained what happened and she got very mad. Understandable, I understand I shouldn't have done that, but then she starts shouting down the microphone that I was making myself the victim and that I was a dick for talking shit about her family in front of her. I then said I wasn't talking shit, I was just explaining what happened and that I wasn't victimizing myself at all. She then unplugged everything and started really shouting at me, telling me to go home. At this point it's 10:54 and I said I can't leave, it's very late and cold and I won't get far on my bike. And then she carried on shouting, grabbing hold of me and barging me out. Away. When I was walking away from her, she then calmed down. I said I was going out for some alone time, so 15 minutes tops, because I was so done with the day and all the arguing, and then she asked me if she can go out with me, and I said no and that I want some alone time, and she started getting mad again. And I said, why is it fair that she can have whole days to herself even if we have plans that day, and when I want 15 minutes that's not possible. And I decided I wasn't going to go outside and just get back on the game, and she soon went asleep, and I carried on playing for the rest of the night. So it's the next morning now, and I woke up to her packing her stuff. I said, you all right? And she ignored me, so I didn't ask again. I left her to pack her stuff up, and she then said she was walking to go to her mom's, and I offered a lift once my bike was charged, an hour tops. And she declined and said that I need to leave and pack all my stuff up now, and I agreed and said I would very soon and that I was just waking up. She then left, and as soon as she got home I received a message saying I think we should break up. So I asked why, and she said because I don't think it will work out. So then I said okay and was just getting ready for the day, and she then demanded I get out the house very soon due to her dad will come over, and I said I am, and that was the end of it. Just a quick thing, there was many times where her parents would lie or just be horrible to make me look bad, and I was getting very sick of it. Thank you for reading. Please give advice on what I should do, or if I should apologize.